I was really excited to be going on the trip. I was going to be with a lot of my friends from high school I hadn't seen for a while, and then also some of my friends from uni. The first few days were a lot of fun. We were at the pool a lot. Some of us went down to the beach. I went with a couple of my friends from uni. We went down to Wilson's prom, had a bit of a road trip, and then we took our camera gear and took photos at the beach.
We had gone to the pub for dinner because we wanted to go out for dinner at least once during the trip. Most of us piled into cars with green pea platers, but Angela went with a red pea plater, our friend, because she, was fine. We've been driving with her before, so, we didn't think anything of it.
And then we were going around a bend and probably a little bit too fast. All I remember is as we were going around the bend, there was a car coming the other way. We were sort of in the middle of two lanes, and in the process of correcting ourselves to get us onto her lane, we swerved a bit too much to the side, and then to try and correct herself, we turned again and swerved to the other side. And then all I remember is that we swerved again off the road. I remember, so we were going off the road. There was trees on all the side of us, and all I was thinking, because it was going really fast, is like, why are we going off the side of the road? Why are we going past all these trees? But there was a kind of a clearing in between the trees, so I just sort of thought we were just going to go through the clearing, and then we passed the clearing, and then we hit the tree.
I couldn't have cared less about myself. I was out of the car and walking. I knew there was blood dripping from my knee and there was a graze on my chest and neck, but I was walking and not in too much pain. I only cared about Angela.
It was different. It was scary, and it was definitely unexpected, just because I've never seen my sister in a hospital or in that kind of environment, and when I saw her, she was just absolutely at her worst.
I'd already been there for a very long time. Not sure what was going on. They had me like in a neck brace. I had to lie flat on my back for over 24 hours, so I was already quite apprehensive about all of that. They came back and told me that I had a fracture in my back and they had a slight puncture in my lung. They said that they had to monitor my lungs, make sure it doesn't get any worse, but that should just heal by itself, that they were unsure about my back. I remember when the doctor came in, we'd been waiting for so long for someone to let us know what was going on. He came in and said, you have an unstable fracture, and because of that, we're probably going to have to operate and put some pins in your back to fuse your back. At one point, they gave me too much morphine. So there was one night where I coded and they had to wake me up and try to figure out what was going on with that. I stayed at Alfred for a few more days and then I had to go to rehab. So I didn't know how long I was going to have to be there. While I was at the rehab, it was a bit confronting in the beginning because since the accident had happened, I didn't really have any chance to just take in what had happened. I went straight from room to room. Everyone was lovely, but it's just there was no chance to just, figure out, process everything that had happened. In the process of all that, I really figured out that I couldn't go back to uni straight away. The doctor said it would take me maybe till the end of April to be able to go back to uni. I made that decision to defer for a semester. I definitely was ready to take that next step, just feel a bit more normal again, get back into my everyday routine. When these sorts of things happen, it's easy to focus on all the negatives and focus on what you can't do. And at times you do that.
I put my best friend through something no one should ever have to go through, and there are no words to describe how bad I feel. I've stopped saying that it was my fault because people tell me that it was no one's fault. They tell me that accidents happen. But it is my fault. As the driver, I'm at fault, and that's how I'm going to feel about it forever.
I was so overwhelmed by the support that my family and friends showed me. At the moment, I'm setting up a website and a blog, hoping to do some more fashion shoots in the future and things like that.